Hey, good afternoon on a beautiful day like this. I'm Mary Singleton, and I'm Vice Chairman of the Republican Party, and I also am on the State Executive Committee, and I just got back from a meeting over at Lake Cumberland just now. So anyway, I want to welcome everybody here. It's a grand day for the party, and I'm just so excited as I can be. This is most excited I've been in a while to think that I get to talk about a girl that I love, okay? I known Jessica and her family for a number of years. I guess I ran into Loretta first. Loretta and Michael, you all get the glory too. Come on over here. I don't get all the glory. Come on over here. Y'all stand on one side and you other stand on this side. Okay? But anyway, I ran into Jessica first. I ran into Loretta first. Loretta is a very special friend to me because you all know we have 2 adopted children, and our first one was a special needs child. Well, Loretta was Stuart's first teacher. So that's the reason she's very special to me. And then along came this beautiful daughter that I got to know. I didn't get to know the youngest one, and still don't know her. So, but anyway, got to know Jessica. I guess she was about 12 years old maybe, and she kept following in a few of our footsteps, like her former principal down there, Eugenia, and we knew she was going to do something great with her life. We didn't know exactly what, did we, Eugenia? We knew she's going to do something. And so along the way, first of all, she gets a real honor by getting chosen from the Robinson Scholars, and I think a few of them are here today. Are a few of them here? Okay, somebody had an accident, not one of them, but somebody had an accident, and I think some of them got side railed, but whatever. I know one of them is here. As a matter of fact, she's one of our own too. And so, but anyway, Jessica was chosen to go to UK on a 4-year free scholarship. But anyway, that was her first adventure, and like I say, she started working for some phenomenal Republicans in the State House. Senator David Williams, who's now a judge, and he fell in love with Jessica, and he said, I don't know where she's going, but she's going. So then along the way, I get a phone call, and what she says next is, I'm going to law school. I went, really? I said, where? She said, Notre Dame. I went, my goodness. Well, nobody gets accepted into Notre Dame unless you're extremely bright. So anyway, I'm not going to say any more about Jessica, except she's a very special young lady to this county, and I expect each and every one of you to get off your roost and help elect this young lady to our state rep, the 52nd District. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Can you hear me? Just this a little bit. Can everybody hear me now? Yeah. I'm Rhett Ramsey. I'm from Wayne County, but today I'm here to talk about a great McCreary Countian. I had the distinct honor of working alongside Jessica Burke in the Kentucky State Senate last year. In that time working with Jessica, I got to know a great deal about her, and it was a great joy working with her in Frankfort. When I think about my friend Jessica Burke, one phrase comes to my mind. That phrase is hard work. Now in Wayne County, and I know in McCreary County as well, being called a hard worker is one of the greatest compliments somebody can receive. It's something we want to see in our local folks, and it's something we get with Jessica Burke. Hard work took Jessica from McCreary County High School to the University of Kentucky, and then finally it took her on to the University of Notre Dame Law School, where she graduated with honors. It led her to take jobs at the White House, when we had a president with a backbone there. For Senator, it took her to work for our U.S. Senators Mitch McConnell and Rand Paul. It led Jessica to the governor's office, also when we had a governor with a backbone. And now it's brought her back to McCrae County to open up her law practice. That same hard work is what's going to make Jessica our next state representative for the 52nd District. In fact, Jessica's already been rolling up her sleeves and going to work for us in Frankfort. Serving as deputy counsel for the Senate President's office, Jessica went straight to work, advising our Senate Republicans on issues like health care and the state judiciary. Jessica doesn't shy away from a job, and that's a strong quality that I look forward to seeing in our next state representative. We all know that our community has been plagued in recent years by the drug epidemic. It's destroying lives and destroying families all around us. There isn't a single person here today that has not been affected in some way by this drug problem that we have. When Frankfort finally decided to do something about the issue, they knew they could count on Jessica to help fix the problem. Jessica traveled the country, visiting different states to see what was working and what wasn't for them in their fight against drugs. Because of Jessica's hard work in Frankfort, we now have two great laws that are helping to clean up our state. One of those laws is helping put an end to prescription drug abuse. Pill mills are closing down all over the state, and doctors who were writing unnecessary prescriptions are being put to a stop. The other bill limited Sudafed sales, which is used in the making of meth. The goal of the bill was to make one of the key ingredients in meth harder for the drug dealers to get their hands on. It's working. We've seen the numbers of meth labs drop dramatically in our state. Like I said, these laws are working. They're helping keep drugs off the streets. They're making it harder for people to get their hands on these dangerous substances. They're keeping drugs out of the hands of our community's children, and they're helping our communities build a brighter future with less drug use. We have proof that Jessica Burke is a hard worker. She refuses to sit on the sidelines. She'll roll up her sleeves and go straight to work on day one when she's representing us in Frankfort. She won't sit on the sidelines like some current members are doing. She'll make the tough decisions, and she'll be there for all the votes. She'll do everything she can for our district. I know it. Jessica will be a representative for all of us in the 52nd District, not just a select few. I'm proud to support my friend Jessica Burke. I'm ready to do everything it takes to send her to the Capitol to represent us. And I know each one of you all here are ready to do the same. So please join me in welcoming the next member of the Kentucky House of Representatives, Jessica Burke.
Thank you, Mary and Rhett, for those very kind introductions. And thank you to all of you for coming out today in this very warm late September day. Wow. Thank you to Barb and Kathy and Shane, who are responsible for this event. Everything you see here, they did, and I can't thank them enough. Thank you to my family, my parents, my brothers, my sister who couldn't be here. I'm looking out seeing aunts and uncles, colleagues, friends from all 3 counties in this district. Thank you. People from Pulaski, Wayne, and McCrary. I would be remiss to mention that I also have support from the rest of the state. We've got Owsley County, Louisville, and several other Anderson. Thank you for coming to support me. If you want to move here and vote, that's fine with me. I am Jessica Burke, and I am here today to announce that I am a candidate for the 52nd District House of Representatives. I am here today to ask you to let me be your advocate. Let me be your fighter. Let me be your public servant in Frankfort. Sorry about that. I'm here today to ask you to let me be the representative that we deserve in the 52nd District. I'm uniquely qualified for this position. I'm from here. My family's from here. My friends are from here. I understand the problems that are facing our communities. I also understand how wonderful the people are here. We're a community that bands together to pray when someone is sick or injured or something happens in our families. We're a community of people who will give to people in need even if we can't afford to. This is a community that can and will accomplish great things. But I also spent some time in Frankfort. Over the past few years, I've been fortunate to be part of discussions about problems across the state, and I've also been part of discussions about how to solve those problems. I've worked closely with senators and representatives, both Republican and Democrat. I've worked with the governor. I've worked with agencies from the Cabinet for Health and Family Services to the Department of Corrections. I've even spent a good deal of time with our federal delegation, our U.S. senators and representatives and their staffs. In short, Not only do I know what needs to be done here, I know how to get it done. However, it's not enough to know what needs to be done and how to get it done. There's something else, something that can't be learned. You not only have to know what to do and how to do it, you have to be willing to get out there and actually do it. I'm going to make just one campaign promise. One. And that is, when I'm your state representative, you will have someone who will do the work to bring jobs to our communities, to improve education, who will work to get rid of the drugs that are infesting our streets. When I'm in office, you will have a fighter. Folks, that's what this campaign is all about. It's about results. The people of the 52nd District are tired of talk. We're tired of empty promises and speeches. We're tired of seeing other parts of the state move forward while we're left behind. We're tired of public officials that we only see a week or two before the election. We're tired of public officials being paid our hard-earned tax money to show up for a few meetings and leave early. Because I've spent some time in Frankfort, I've seen what a good state representative can do for their district. I've seen what some hard work and elbow grease can do. And we here in the 52nd District, we deserve that kind of representation. Your state representative is your most direct link to state government. They're the person who should help you navigate government bureaucracy and red tape. They're the person who should be working with our community leaders, our county officials, economic development groups, and others to improve our communities, strengthen our economies, and tackle local problems. Your state representative should be someone who is involved when there's a local crisis, to assist local officials, to be a resource, to be the person who works with the state and federal government to help resolve the crisis. Here in McCreary County, we recently lost our jail, an issue that's causing severe economic hardship to our county. Where was our voice in state government before that happened? Where was our representative who should have been in those meetings coming up with solutions before the crisis reached a critical point? We have way too many problems here to not have the voice that we deserve in the House of Representatives. And as Rhett mentioned earlier, the top of that list is the prescription drug epidemic. I don't have to tell any of you how bad that is. I doubt there's a single person here who has not been affected in some way by the epidemic. We've lost loved ones to overdoses, marriages have been destroyed, children have been neglected, and many of us are afraid to leave our houses at night because of the drug deals going on down the street. I have spent the last 2 years with leaders around Kentucky and across the nation. I've met with state and community leaders, doctors, law enforcement, hospitals. I've been to Colorado, Florida, and Alabama to talk to their leaders about what's working and to share what we're doing here in our state. I have spent the hours, weeks, months, and years working on issues that are important to our community. I was thrilled to be part of the group that drafted and worked to implement legislation in 2012 and 2013 that have run pill mills out of our state. They've educated doctors about the proper way to prescribe these drugs. They put measures in place that make it harder to doctor shop and get the large quantities you need to sell these. I'm even more thrilled these measures are working. Overdose deaths have dropped. The number of pill mills have dropped. The number of prescriptions have dropped. We are making progress and we should be very proud of that. There is still much to do though, and we need a state representative who's willing to be at the forefront of the fight. We here in McCreary, Wayne, and Pulaski counties, we've had enough. And I have a message. For those of you who are struggling with addiction to these kind of drugs, help is on the way. In the next year, more state and federal funding will be available for rehabilitation treatment. And I'm going to work to get more rehabilitation facilities here in the 52nd District. So the people who want to get better, you can. You can return to your families, you can return to work, you can return to the productive life you want to live. But for the rest of you, Those people who are peddling the poison, who are killing our young people, who are destroying our families and ripping apart our neighborhoods, I have a message for you too. We're coming for you. We are going to put you out of business, and we are taking back our communities. Of course, we can't talk about the problems we are facing without talking about the economy. We're hurting, and we need jobs. It's a complex problem, and I'd love to give you a one-sentence solution, but there isn't one. But there are a few things that we can do to jumpstart our economy again. We can upgrade our roads. We've had progress, but there's still a lot to be done. We need to upgrade our technology so we have high-speed internet and better cell phone coverage. Whose cell phone is not working right now? Mine's not. This will allow us to attract the high-technology, information-based jobs that we can do from here. We need to make sure that our workforce and our youth are educated and have the training needed for the jobs that are available so they're ready to go once they get here. And of course, not to keep harping, we need to make sure there's a workforce that can pass the drug test when the companies arrive. More than anything, we need a leader who's willing to go out and be an ambassador for our district and get those jobs here. This is a campaign about results. As the old song says, what we need, a little less talk and a lot more action. I reiterate, I will make only one campaign promise in this campaign, and that is when I am your state representative, I will work for you. Now, I have more ideas. I'm assuming most of you are kind of warm and don't want to be here for the next hour. But we have 8 months until the election, May 20th, 2014. Mark it on your calendars. I need you all to go vote and take everyone you know with you. But until then, I want to talk to you. I want to hear your ideas. I want to hear what you want to see happen. I want to see what your concerns are and what you think our problems are. I want to know what you want me to do when I get to Frankfort in January of 2015. Again, 8 months to the election. It's going to be a long 8 months. I'm going to need every one of your help to get elected. So bear with me, get ready, and we're going to get this done. Thank you, and I look forward to serving you as your 52nd District House of Representative member.
Isn't she impressive? Yes. How about a big round of applause for our next representative? My name is Shane Gilreath. I'm the youth chairman of the Republican Party for McRae County, and I'm going to tell you how you can get involved and help us make sure Jessica gets elected and we send her to Frankfort. She has a website that should be live now. It's jessicaforkentucky.com. You can email her. I'm sure it's on the website. You can find her on Twitter at Jessica for Kentucky and on Facebook, Jessica Burke for State Representative. To donate money to the campaign, I expect everybody to help out there and send Jessica to Frankfort, but donations can be dropped off at her law office, J. Burke Law Offices on Main Street in Whitley City. And I encourage you all to tell everybody you know that Jessica is running, and she's running for the people of the 52nd District. But there's a lot to be done, and as Jessica said, there's a lot of things that need to be done, so I encourage you as well to sign up with Jessica and let's volunteer and get her elected. She'll have some signs. You can meet Jessica at a few events coming up. On Saturday, October 5th at McRae Fest, she will be there. The campaign will be walking through the parade, and I'm sure she can use all of you. If anybody that wants to walk in the parade, march in the parade with Jessica is more than welcome to do so, I'm sure. On October 7th, Jessica will be appearing on Truth or Politics, a local radio station on WHAY Radio. And on October 19th at 6 p.m., there will be a fundraiser for Jessica at Uptown Opry in Whitley City, downtown Whitley City, hosted by Hap and Tracy Strunk. There will be a suggested donation there of $25 a person or $40 per couple. So let's everybody make a promise to help Jessica get elected and show up at these events. And as soon as we leave here, she'll be hosting a reception at her law offices. That's again on Whitley City, in Main Street on Whitley City. It'll start at 4 o'clock. It'll start right now. I don't know what time it is, but right now it's starting. So I encourage you all to go there and have a conversation with Jessica and ask her how you can help get her elected. It's across